Model company, which is a company that has been taking nanofilters as a technology, as a water purification technology to the market. For my background, I was teaching University of Arusha IAA from 2013 up to 2018, and during this time, this is the time that nano filter was in development. And we received this funding, and in 2018 I had to make a decision to be fully in this business. And one of the reasons, nano filter removes does not only deal with fluoride removal, but it also removes other contaminants. So it's a complete technology for water purification. But one of the things that I can say really moved me to make a decision to commit myself fully into this business is the issue of fluoride. I recall one day I was still teaching and I was in town. I was in the market, and there were 3 girls. They were around, I think around 14, because they were around Form 2 in Tanzania. You can imagine a girl who is in Form 2, they are beautiful, they're the prime age. And there were young men who started teasing them. It's normal, who started teasing them, like they wanted to talk to them. And these girls, they were firm. They just looked at them as if they didn't want that disturbance. And these young men, they said, you are just boasting yourself. Look at your teeth, the way they look. The language that they used was really harsh. And I had to rethink. We were working already with nanofilter, but that situation, it touched me in a different way. As a woman, I was very much touched, because I know when you touch the issue of beauty to a woman, there's a way, those girls, their confidence suddenly just went off. The confidence they had was just rubbed off, and it changed my thinking. So when I looked at the projects that we were doing, and I saw that I needed to put my full commitment into it, and I told Hilonga, this project can be sustainable. It just needs a commitment to think of different business models that will help us reach the community. Because in nanofilter we say, even the communities, the low economy communities that we may think they cannot afford the product, but they can afford cash for treatment. So what if I use that cash that they would use for treatment for prevention? So it is just the issue of learning about our communities and knowing where their expenses are and turning them into prevention instead of waiting until they are affected. So I have been working with nanofilter full time from 2018 up to date, and I don't regret anything. Yeah, the challenges are there, as we have explained. Many people have explained here. Dr. Reed knows, we work together, and we are like, why are we not moving at the pace that we wish to move with? But for me, what I say, as far as I'm still in the market has not kicked me out yet, because when you're in business, the market will obviously kick you out. As far as the market has not kicked me out yet, and I see people's smiles every day, I'm proud of what we are doing. So all of us here, even as we go on with the discussions, yes, we have not reached where we want to reach, but the little we are doing, you have touched one life, you have changed one person's life. That is a big up, and slowly but surely we will reach where we want to reach. So we're working closely with the especially for the issue of fluoride. Yes, we meet with some challenge, because for us as a business organization, people approach us, someone has drilled their wells, they have very high fluoride. Sometimes the fluoride is higher than the level that Bocha can remove, so you also advise them not to force to use that water, because some of them, they have an alternative water that they can use for cooking and drinking, and they can use their well water for other purposes. We advise them to do so, and you give them peace. You can use your water, the well that you have drilled, for shower, for other purposes. It won't harm you. At least they get that peace, and you can use other alternatives. But so far we have reached like around 500 schools, which I'm really proud of. One school serves not less than 300 to 400 students. Some of them go up to 700 students. We have those around 500 schools that we have reached with our nanofilter, and most of them are in areas with high fluoride, I can say so. And we have reached around 1,400 households. And some of them, those that we started with in the beginning, because we are here in the discussion, some of them that we started with in the early years of our technology, there are some who have failed to continue with the maintenance, which has been a big challenge. In our company, we have a customer care desk where we don't just wait for customers to come for service, but we remind them, we educate them. Every 3 months, there is a call that comes to tell you, to ask on how your filter is doing. You have to service it now. And even for the issue of the usage and the timing of service, if someone says, I am alone in the house, I've been using the filter alone, we advise them to just check the fluoride levels, and they don't do the maintenance. So we have different maintenance timings depending on the use of the customer. But it takes a lot, because you need to have dedicated personnel who will connect with customers continuously. But really, what the impact that we are putting in the community, that is what keeps us moving. We have worked mostly in the region of Arusha. In the region of Kilimanjaro, mostly we have reached the high district. We have worked with well division in some areas of Simiu. Mwanza, we have a good establishment in Mwanza. We have touched in a lot of regions, and for me, I can say that it needs a combined effort, both the government, NGOs, and the private businesses. Because for us, we see that sustainability comes when the community also contributes something to the product. When we started our company, we started with the NGO, and we also gave out filters. And we found that those that were given for free, the maintenance and sustainability was very low than those who buy. So that's why we are going both ways. We have a company and we have an NGO. When we reach communities that we see there is really a need for intervention, for support, we support. But when the community contributes something, they become more careful, and even the sustainability is more assured. So that's what I can say. Even in our discussion, let us see how, regardless of how low income our communities can be, if they can contribute something towards getting that product, there is a very different sense of, and the result of sustainability that we will get
you, Ruth. Now we have about 5 minutes left, so let's give a chance to each panelist one question, starting with Ruth. So one question. I know a lot of audience here has a lot of questions to these panelists and also other presenters. So those questions and the discussions can be done during the lunch hour also, but in this session, I would like to entertain one question for each panelist. To Ruth first. Any question to Ruth?